I'm going to cut these connective tissues away and remove the gizzard ventricles. So what I'm going to do next is to wash all this gizzard content into a bowl and sift through it and see if we can find some lead pellets in this mixture of grit and food. Let's have a look and see what we've got here. Guess what we've got? So you can see that some of these have been ground away, so they're really quite small. Yeah, 21 shot in total from this bird.
When I started hunting when I was 10 years, which is now, wow, 44 years ago, it was all lead. Steel was unheard of, and all the other alternatives as well. And then we had a debate for a few years about steel versus lead, and the transition here in Denmark was very smooth. And now, I mean, everyone just can't understand why we even had a discussion about it. The hunting statistics shows very clearly there's absolutely no difference, and we don't have any more wounded birds now than we used to with the lead. As I said, it's all about training with your shotgun and knowing how to measure distances. I mean, there's still 150,000 hunters in Denmark, as there were 20 years ago when we were using lead. So it's all working very, very well, and everyone is very happy with it. So I don't see any problems whatsoever. We know that lead is very poisonous, and we know it's not good for nature in any way. It's not good for humans either. And as we now know from 20 years of steel experience in Denmark and other countries, that steel is just as efficient as lead, I see absolutely no reason, no arguments, no excuse whatsoever for keep pouring lead into the nature. We have removed lead from gasoline for our cars because we know it's a pollutant, and I don't see any excuses whatsoever for keeping using lead pellets, because it is a very bad pollutant. So we should stop it as soon as possible. Steel works very well, it's been proven, and if anyone has any doubts, come here to Denmark, and I and a lot of my friends and colleagues will gladly take any skeptic out hunting. But I think if you ask the professionals in the shooting industry in Denmark, the guys who sells guns and imports guns and cartridges, they will agree with me that it's never been stronger than it is now, after, what, 20 years with steel pellets. So, no.
In Denmark, hunting are going to be more popular. I'm quite sure of that. You can see the numbers. Today we are about 175,000 hunters in Denmark. That's more than then. You can say that it's good for the image of the hunters, yes. But it's difficult to measure this. But in all cases, it's hard to explain why we should use a toxic material as lead as hunters. So therefore, I think it's a good thing for us hunters to not use lead. We should not use that in the future in Denmark.
I don't think there is any difference in the retailing industry, because people are shooting the same amount of shots as earlier. They're shooting just as much as before, so there's no difference. More and more woods they say that it's okay to use steel because it actually is not a problem with the machinery when you cut the woods. Some of the mills, or what you call, where they make the wood, they thought it could ruin the machinery. When they cut the wood, it could maybe ruin their chainsaws and things like that. But that's not the case. It's soft steel, so it's not a problem. We have no problems getting the alternatives, so I think they can make as much as they want to.
I wouldn't use lead shot if it was available in Denmark, because it is a toxic, as I told before, a toxic material, and I can't see the reason why I should use it because I have the alternative as steel. On the shooting field or on an ordinary duck shooting, efficiency of the steel shot is, in my opinion, good enough. If you can hit the target, you can kill it with steel. So I don't see why I should use lead, even if it were available.
I think it's absolutely essential in a modern society that you change as time moves on and you get more and more knowledge. And I mean, lead is not on anymore. It's outdated. We should change it. The sooner the better.